Hello, Boyd team, friends, family, clients. We wanted to come to you and wish everyone a happy 4th of July. I hope you're having a great summer so far and that you're enjoying it with friends and family and just making the most of these moments that we have with each other. We posted on our social media page earlier this week with some firework options around town. So check that out if you don't have anything to do. If you're out of town for the 4th, hope you enjoy it. And we wanted to come to you today with a couple of other things that we've got going on. First of all, hopefully you got the invitation for our movie event coming up on July 20th. We're going to rent out a theater again just like last time. And we are seeing The Lion King this time. So we're super excited about that. We've already got about 450 people signed up to go. So if you haven't signed up, make sure you go to the link and sign up now. At some point we're going to have to cut it off just because of the size of the theater. So make sure you get your tickets in. Also, the movie starts at 10 a.m. with that. So make sure you get there between 9:15, 9:20, because if you were there last year, you remember how many people show up for that, and we want to make sure it's a smooth process for everybody. We are also doing a back to school drive in association with the movie, and so we are going to provide a list of items below on this newsletter so that you know what you can bring, and we are donating that to Miracle Hill this year for all the kids there so that they have great back to school items for this year for their kids. So make sure you bring an item per family, bring as many or as little as you can, but we'd love to just bless Miracle Hill with some items for their kiddos this back to school season. We also wanted to come to you with a market update. So if you have kind of followed the real estate news this year, there have been some surprising things and some things that we expected to happen. Something that we expected to happen is a little bit of a market slowdown in some of our upper price points. What we see happening is in our 300 and above price point, we're seeing our days on market climb a little bit. And so what does that mean? Well, first in a market, you're going to have days on market climb, and then you might have some pricing issues as well. And so right now we're just seeing homes that are above 300,000 take more than a few weeks to sell. So be prepared with that. If you do decide to sell this year and your house is above 300,000, it may take a little longer to sell. However, the average price point in Greenville right now is still around 250, and those homes in that average price point and below are still moving very quickly if they're priced well and in good condition. So that's kind of where we're seeing right now. We are also seeing new listings that are coming onto the market that has gone up by 2.9%, and we're seeing closings that have gone up by 2.5%. So pretty close numbers. We're seeing that gap widen a little bit month by month, and that's just going to, as we have any sort of market shift, we sometimes see that gap widen because what will happen is then our new listings grow, but our closed sales stay down. But what we're seeing in the Greenville market is very much a market increase and a very good and stable market here. The other thing that we have seen this year that's a little bit surprising is our interest rates. So a lot of people last year felt like interest rates might reach even 5%, but right now we are seeing them below 4%. I've tried to post a few things on my social media as well, just kind of keeping you guys updated on interest rates, but right now we're seeing interest rates just below 4%, which is surprising, and the Fed also announced that we are not going to see any sort of interest rate hike or any major changes probably this year. And as you know, anytime we're coming into an election year, most standing presidents that stand for re-election will not make any major changes there as well. So we see some stabilization and even maybe some decline in some interest rates, which is really good. So what does that mean for you guys? If you bought within the last few years when interest rates were a little higher, you might look into refinancing. We're going to put 3 lenders on this newsletter that we recommend you call. You probably maybe even dealt with some of them when you bought your home, or call your lender that you normally work with and see if refinancing is a good option for you. The other thing you might consider is right now we are still seeing prices at all-time highs for selling, and so it might be a good time to sell and buy because of interest rates and buying into the house that you might be able to get a little bit more bang for your buck. So essentially, all in all, we are seeing a very good stabilization in the Greenville market that we have always seen. We're seeing a little bit of a days on market shift upwards on that upper price point, 300 and up. But overall, it's still a great time to sell, and it's actually becoming a really good time to buy as well because of interest rates. So if we can ever do anything in the world for you, please don't hesitate to call us anytime. Or email us, and we look forward to seeing all of you at our July 20th event at the movie theater, seeing Lion King. Hope you have a great summer. Talk to you soon.